Oh my gosh, it's actually working. I cannot believe it, but it is actually working, guys. Welcome. Welcome to 256 times tech mod. Because 3 times tech mod wasn't enough. So we're going to do it 256 times because we can. Because we can just, yeah, why not? Literally, why not? We're we're doing a 7-player free-for-all. We're on the map Graveyards, as suggested by Xavier Tanker in the chat. This map does have some relics, and I can only assume the reason we were having some crashes before, we were trying to do this on a different map, but it was crashing. I don't know if it's the map that was perhaps causing the crash. But Graveyard has got relics on it, which is good. And I kind of figured that relics are going to be quite an important component of this game mode because you're going to need to get gold from somewhere. And obviously relics provide an infinite source of gold. Whereas the gold on the map, well, even if there's a map full of gold, you're eventually going to run out attempting to get every research 256 times. That means that you can research Loom 256 times. That means that your villagers are going to have, someone figured it out earlier, something like 200 plus melee armor and 500 plus pierce armor. You can research fletching 3 times, bodkin arrow. Wait, did I say 3 times? I meant 256 times. Bodkin arrow 256 times. Bracer 256 times. You can do your unique technologies 256 times. And as Lord Chalon in the chat is saying, with Loom done 256 times, you'll have 3,800 HP on your villagers. Does anyone want to know how upgraded a paladin would be in this game mode? How much HP you'll get from getting Bloodlines 256 times? Imagine the speed of the trade carts when they're going with Caravan 256 times over. Obviously, the game does have some hard limits. You cannot have 256 range. There is a maximum range and a maximum amount of line of sight that your units can have. But your unit's health, attack, and armor can scale infinitely, and at some point in this game you're probably going to see archers one-shotting siege rams because they can. You're probably going to see archers, or any unit in fact, running up to a town center, hitting it once and then making a pile of rubble. So thank you, Lewis V, for the sub. Welcome to the nightclub. And welcome everybody to what is going to be maybe one of the craziest games we've ever seen. I certainly hope so. Anyway, to the south of the map, in the red, we have Tempires playing as the Chinese. Rocketry, 256 times, anyone? That's over 1,000 extra attack damage on your Chuko Nu. Not to mention the oh man, I mean, I'm so hyped right now. Etan in the yellow playing as the Persians. To his north, J-Red in the purple playing as the Mayans. To the very northeast in the orange, it's Uberushung playing as the Byzantines. To the far east, Mungo in the teal playing as the Saracens. Oh my goodness, the Saracens. Oh my word. Can you just imagine? Can you even imagine the Mameluke? Can we even, I mean, bloodlines, and then zealotry, an extra 30 HP for zealotry. They're going to be so buff. Oh my goodness. And then we've got Bilal in the green. He's playing as the Mongols over here. Mengadai, anyone? And Reddy Rodion in the blues playing as the Britons. Well, there you go. No Aztecs in this one, unfortunately. But maybe next time we'll get some Aztec monks in the scene. As you probably noticed when we opened the tech tree, we're not playing with the expansions here, as the mod was not created with the expansion dataset. But Gafflo might be able to fix that and make the... Gafflo's the guy who made this mod just now, by the way. He might be able to fix that. And I kind of feel bad because Gafflo didn't make it into the game, actually. So I'm going to make sure that the next game has a space for him. as it would actually really suck for him to not be able to play, given that he literally just spent the time to make this mod. So I'm really sorry about that, Gafflo. We're going to make sure you've got a space in the next game, 100%. I didn't actually look at the players before we launched, so my apologies for that. But right now, obviously, everyone's just building up. Graveyards is one of the sort of Ensemble Studios custom maps that came with, I think it was the Conquerors expansions. There is a lot of gold on this map, but really the relics are going to be so important to gather up, get that passive gold income here as you start progressing through this game. So it's really going to be an arms race here, isn't it? It's going to be an absolute arms race, because in a standard Age of Empires match, if your opponent has Bodkin Arrow and you don't have +2 defense, if you don't have chain barding armor on your knights will die very quickly to even a small group of crossbowmen. So even in a regular Age of Empires 2 match, it's an arms race. But once your enemy starts getting +5, 6, 7, 8 attack, if you can't keep up in defensive upgrades, they're absolutely going to tear you apart. So you've got to keep up with your defensive upgrades if you're against a ranged civ. And ranged civs need to make sure they focus on their attack upgrades as much as possible and their range upgrades. So things like fletching, bodkin arrow, and bracer. Though I wonder if anyone's even going to be able to research bodkin arrow this game. I mean, getting fletching 256 times alone is quite an achievement. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I don't know how balanced this is going to be. Like I say, it's a free-for-all, so one person is going to end up grabbing a lot of relics, and maybe they'll even start to snowball it. But time will tell, as we obviously have quite a slow and steady build-up so far. Obviously, some players here, like Ready Rodion, opting to get his loom upgrade twice already. That's 55 HP on his villagers now, and 4 pierce armor. He's mining a little bit of gold with a single villager as well, so more loom could be on the way for our blue player. And obviously getting those villagers nice and buff will certainly help defend them from any raiding damage. I mean, your villagers could actually out-tank your enemies if you're able to actually get loom enough times. You might need to make a couple of town centers just for the sole purpose of researching loom. I mean, again, this is where the Incas would be amazing. The Incan villagers, could you imagine that? Unfortunately, no Spanish here either, because Spanish villagers getting supremacy on top of loom 256 times would be quite insane. Now, Athasos in the chat saying 256 town watches, you'd be able to see the whole map with an outpost in the middle. I don't think that's actually true, because like the range of units, I believe the vision is also hard-coded to have a maximum. So at a certain point, you're going to reach that maximum vision, that maximum range, and then getting the town watch upgrade, again, is not going to give you any benefit. Do the techs get more expensive? No, they don't. They stay the same price. So loom will be 50 gold every time you get loom, which is, it's just brilliant. This is what we came to see right here. Absolute carnage. And I know I'm hyping it up. We'll get there at some point. It's only a matter of time now as players start reaching the Feudal Age. Etan will be the first player up, I believe. And I think the Persians are going to be very strong this game. War elephants, of course. If they can actually manage to get war elephants out, they're quite expensive. We obviously saw war elephants last game, and we saw the Byzantines last game as well. But this time around, there's both the Persians and the Saracens in the game, which could potentially deal with the Byzantines here. And Uber Rushung, the orange player who has got the Byzantines, is not the highest elo player in the game, so might not be able to get away with what Papazuki managed to get away with in the last one. But right now, Fast Castle's on the way in. Obviously, they will be working on that. And I was questioning whether or not we should start in the Feudal Age, but I think that would make things incredibly, incredibly difficult, as players would obviously start with loom, And that means their villagers would be completely buff and nobody would end up losing villagers. You could just go and rush down your enemy's TCs with vills. And I think that would kind of break things. So I think the way we've done it now, I know a Dark Age start's a little slower. I do like to start some of these community games in like the Castle Age or something. But for this game mode, I think a Dark Age start is more than reasonable. Yes, obviously getting block printing 256 times. I believe the conversion range of the monks may not actually be limited like the range of a... Like, so if you have a monk in your base with, 200 range, I think as long as you've got vision, you could convert a unit from basically anywhere on the map. Unlike ranged units, which actually have to have them... I don't even know. You know what? I actually don't know. I might be lying to you all, but hopefully this game will provide us with some answers, right? I mean, if this game is going to do one thing, it's going to provide us with some answers to some, long-asked questions. Ready Rodion in the score lead right now, but he's not up to the Castle Age just yet. A few players are going up. Tempires is on the way up right now. Orange player is on the way up as well. Mungo, not up yet. J-Red's not up yet. J-Red, by the way, you may have noticed him here in the purple. He's a bit of a deathmatch player. I don't know how he is on random map, but he does have a YouTube channel, J-Red Deathmatch. He makes some pretty interesting videos, and here he is in the purple here. We'll see how he does this game. I know he's a deathmatch player, so whoa, 160 health on these villagers already. Obviously, he's spending the time to do Loom right now. Yeah, 175 HP, doing Loom once again before he goes up to the Castle Age. And I guess he's just, hunkering down, making sure that any raiding damage is quickly dealt with here. Unfortunately, Loom does not upgrade the attack of your vills, but it certainly makes them very tanky as he does it again. It looks like he's going for a little bit of an interesting strat. He's saying there is no greater than non-violence. There is nothing greater than non-violence, says Gani. So, looks like he's trying to be a pacifist here, but it does also seem like he's sending his villagers towards his enemy, which is Etan. And I think he's got a little strat. And I think I know what that strat is going to be. And I think that strat is... complete Loom as many times as possible, and then send your villagers at your enemy's TC, because there's nothing they can do to stop you. Etan right now has got 5 attack damage on his town center. These villagers have 26 pierce armor and 220 health, and that's going up by the minute as he constantly upgrades Loom over and over. But I don't know what J-Red's actually doing. I don't know if he's going to attack the town center here, or if he's got... Yeah, it looks like he's going for the villagers. Etan's garrisoning inside. The villagers aren't even taking the damage. They're just shrugging it off. And there you go. He's going to try and tear down the TC here. Well, my idea of starting this in the Feudal Age so that this wouldn't happen, obviously... Well, it's going to happen anyway. This villagers, I mean, they're kind of getting a little low. I mean, they are firing 11 arrows, which means they're doing 11 damage per volley, but J-Red continuing to research Loom over and over. It is a little bit of an OP strat, admittedly. Etan might already be dead, which is a shame. Fortunately for Etan, though, I should say, he is actually the Persian, so he does have double HP on his TC, so he can last a little longer. And it looks like J-Red's already lost a villager or two here. As these villagers get lower and lower on health, the Loom upgrade will do less and less for their health pool. This might end up backfiring for J-Red, as his villagers are actually starting to die. So much for being a pacifist here. It looks like he's starting to lose it. Etan coming over with his own vills. I don't know what he's going to try and fight. Okay. The villagers are also only doing 1 damage per hit. So fighting with the vills is potentially a good strat for Etan here, because he can stall J-Red out while his TC does the damage. Even the men-at-arms here can even come in and tank a little bit to help. Just even if they're doing 1 damage per hit, they can still help to keep the villagers off of the TC and allow the TC to continue attacking. This is actually working out for Etan. I think he'll actually clean this up in time. It's only a matter of time. Meanwhile, we got a bit of a villager rush going on the right side. Ready Rodion getting tower rushed here by Tempires. But these guys don't have Loom nearly as many times as J-Red up in the north. And J-Red's actually going to back away. He realizes that his attempt is futile, and Etan will defend that. Persian's perhaps not the best choice for J-Red to attack here, as his villagers look for another place to do damage. He's just going to take some stone instead. Now, I kind of hoped it wouldn't really devolve into that. I kind of hoped that the loomed up villagers wouldn't be a problem. Looks like most players are happy to let it go a little bit here and boom up somewhat. J-Red's just spouting some Civ nonsense in the chat here. This isn't Civ. I don't know if you know this. We're playing Age of Empires 2 right now. Meanwhile, Tempires' Trush is doing very little, in fact. He's going to kill a couple of vills, but they're taking a long time to go down. Certainly don't think that trushing is a strong strategy on this map. Anyway, Castle Age is in for a lot of players now as they start to boom up a little bit. We got double monasteries coming up for Ready Rodion. He's obviously recognized that grabbing the relics is going to be extremely important, and he's sending the monks far and wide to do just that. Good idea, Zaviatenka, by the way. For a good call to use this map. The relics are really important to the success of this one. We got double monastery from Orange as well. And for now, just a single monastery from Mungo. But he is working on building up multiple TCs and grabbing the relics as well. This is a 300 pop game. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but obviously a big boom is going to be necessary. J-Red now coming in again. What's he going to do this time? Okay, he's dropping a castle on the face of Etan. I don't think there's any way that Etan can stop that, to be honest. The villagers will not go down. He cannot kill the vills. He could attack the villagers so that they can't build, but attacking the castle with his own vills here is probably not the answer. He needs to attack the villagers of J-Red to stop them from building. The castle may very well go up, but yeah, Etan doesn't really have enough villagers here or the micro to stop this. That's kind of unfortunate because Etan isn't in the Castle Age yet. He is halfway up. If he can reach the Castle Age, then he can back away, rebuild in the back. But if he doesn't reach the Castle Age before this castle goes up and kills his TC, well, that's just going to be sad. Obviously, he will be able to rebuild his TC if he loses it. But all in all, he's going to want to retreat away from there, I think. Everyone else seems happy to kind of sit back and boom up a little bit, though. Considering J-Red's calling himself the modern-day Gandhi, he certainly is a bit of a warmonger, and I say we should denounce him, to be honest. But yeah, the TC probably, I mean, it's so fortunate that he's the Persians, because if this had been another Civ, he's very close to losing the TC here. In fact, he probably would lose it before the Castle Age upgrade comes in. It's very close. But Castle Age will complete, fortunately for Etan, and he'll keep the TC up a little bit for now. The villagers going to attack the castle are just doing so little damage. No sappers, obviously, just yet. And Etan, he can rebuild in the back with a few more TCs and hold out for now. But, yeah, everyone else, like I say, sitting back right now, booming up a little bit. That's the way to play. Obviously, J-Red could get absolutely cleaned up over here if our Orange player were to come in with some military right now. But it seems like he's happy to sit back on 3 TCs and boom while he collects the relics. As are the other sensible people in this game. Etan's doing a university. Maybe he's looking to get the, the masonry techs up here so he can defend his buildings a little better from these villagers of J-Red. And J-Red's just continuing to research Loom over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I was almost tempted to just say that 256 times, but that might take me too long and ruin the commentary here. So let's not do that. Mungo score leading right now. He is at a quite healthy population of 67. He's working on building that up with a grand total of 4 TCs. Maybe even more at some point. He's also grabbed a few relics. He's got 3 so far. But I think Ready Rodion's probably got the most relics right now. He's on a few less villagers, but he's already got 4 in. And he's got more monks to go out and grab more relics as well. So he is doing that at the moment. Absolutely worth grabbing them. as he works on building up his eco as well. We now got another I was going to say another castle. That's actually a TC from J-Red. He is going to make some plumed archers as well, which are going to do very little damage versus these vills. The villagers will be able to defend from that, I suppose. The men-at-arms should be able to take down the plumes as well, I guess. Everybody must gang up on purple or you will win this with 256 times loomed villagers. Well, I don't know. Not if everybody else has 256 times loomed villagers as well. At some point, everybody will catch up and be in the same boat. But what I think is interesting about this mode, this tech mod, is that you can decide where you want to invest your resources. Like, you could do a 1 TC build and just invest your resources into getting the eco techs. So 1 TC is enough. I mean, look how quickly this guy is grabbing wood right now. These villagers are able to just get 10 wood in an instant. And, you know, I think maybe 1 TC could even work in this case. But since it's a 300 population game, players do want to get more villagers out quickly, just to increase the speed that their eco grows. But at some point, you've got to wonder, is it worth getting more villagers and more TCs, or is it just worth upgrading Bitax for the 10th time and making all of your villagers 15, or I think is it 15% or is it 20% more effective? I mean, look at this. Ready Rodion right here. I'm pretty sure it's like having Aegis right now. I'm pretty sure. Look at that. Oh my god, that's insane. That's insane. Look at how quickly he gathers the wood. Done. Look at this. That's actually madness. So, very, very tanky villagers gathering resources very, very, very quickly is what we're seeing here. It's... I mean, Aegis may as well just be on at this point. So yeah, that's how you do it. Atan's still working on bringing this castle down. J-Red, he doesn't have murder holes. He's being such a nuisance over here. Well, Mungo is working on the Mameluke right now. Obviously, at some point, you are going to be able to start building units instantly once you've researched conscription multiple times. And these Mameluke are going to be so insanely strong. Bilal, though, may be preparing for an attack on this right side. A bunch of barracks coming up here. Interesting unit choice. He is the Mongols, so Mangadai could be a good unit choice. Obviously, Mameluke are pretty good in that situation, but it doesn't take much to out-upgrade them. At this point, I think unit counters basically go out of the window. I mean, a Halberdier has 32 bonus attack damage versus a cavalry unit. But what is 32 attack bonus compared to 256 attack damage? It's a small amount. So I almost feel like unit counters aren't even going to matter after a certain point. And simply having strong ranged units might be the ultimate sort of solution. Uberrushung up in the top, though. He's going to actually make his move versus J-Red. J-Red. Oh, what a perfect combo from Orange. He can't kill the villagers, but he can certainly convert them. So he's going to use some monks here to get some conversions and get those tanky villagers on his side, while his single villager works on building a castle. He's also killed the TC, so J-Red can not research Loom quite as often. And yeah, the villagers are getting converted out here, which is, I think, is a pretty smart play from our Orange player. A few more monks would do nicely for him. Obviously, the heals as well would work out quite nicely while he works on converting more and more. Like I say, these villagers with all the Loom, they don't benefit from additional attack, which is pretty, yeah, it's a pretty big deal. So Loom countered by monks, obviously. There you go. Villagers countered by monks. Like I say, this turns all the conventional counters on its head. And of course, J-Red wants peace. That's why he built a castle in Etan's face, isn't it? That must be the explanation as to why he did that. But yeah, Imperial Age not in for anybody just yet, but Ready Rodion's economy must be going huge right now. Look at his wood collectors. They're essentially just walking up to a tree, hitting it once and walking away with 15 logs in their arms. Not to mention, he hasn't completed Wheelbarrow yet many times. Obviously, the more times he gets Wheelbarrow, the more wood these villagers will carry in one trip. At this stage, I feel like he doesn't need any more villagers. He will be able to sustain military production from, well, essentially like 10 vills by the time he's finished all of his upgrades. 10 villagers supporting an army of 290. That sounds legit. Tempires, though, I like what he's doing over here. He's got Wheelbarrow many times. You can tell by the way it is, but also by the fact that his villagers are running extremely quickly. Fast villagers. That's what we want to see. And 37 wood per trip, gathering it nearly instantly from these trees. His eco is perfectly set up for Chuko Nu right now. J-Red wishes for peace. Well, it doesn't look that way. That's not what I'm seeing right here. I'm seeing villagers attacking this TC. I think he's just mad that he's lost his whole base to a few monks over here. And meanwhile, we've got some British longbow being built up from Ready Rodion, while Tempires obviously works on his Chuko Nu right now. +7 attack and range already for him. And boy oh boy, that eco is quite something. His gold up miners are mining a lot slower actually, but Tempires actually, wow, I was going to say he must have some relics, but he hasn't gathered a single relic just yet. That seems to be a little bit of a misplay if you ask me. The relics at the moment seem to be favoring Ready Rodion. He's got 8 so far, +4. So that's 12 total relics for the blue player. Teal seems to have quite a large section of the map as well. But I imagine our orange player has a few relics as well. Just 5 for him. Teal has... I mean, this is where the overlay would be good for checking relics. He's got 6. Looks like our blue player has the relic lead at the moment. And that castle, I can't believe I'm saying this, but this castle is actually going down. Etan, with a few knights and villagers, will eventually kill the castle here. J-Red's castle is gone. And his villagers might have close to 300 HP and 40 pierce armor. But they are slowly dying as well. And the rest, well, they're just being converted by our orange player over here. But yes, Tempire's continuing to work on those upgrades. Obviously, rocketry would be pretty nice, but he's not in the Imperial Age yet. And those Britain longbows, man, they're going to be pretty scary as well. He's already got 15 range, so let's look at what that looks like. That's what it looks like. Goodness me. Those longbows can see a long way. Blue has a lot of vision, to say the least. And look at that. That's an outpost from Mungo. I want to see his point of view to see the range that these outposts give. There you go. A lot of vision there. But they won't give infinite vision, so they might have a lot of vision, but it won't go on forever. It won't scale forever. He's now starting to seed farms, which have 600 food in them. Meanwhile, his villagers actually collect from the farms quite slowly. So food might be quite a problem for these guys. Wood won't be an issue. They'll hoover up the wood. No problem at all. 57 wood per trip. These guys can nearly fell an entire tree and haul it back in one day. Back in my day. Maybe we do need to play on Ludicrous next time, because I heard Ludicrous doesn't lag anymore. That would be hilarious. Ludicrous map. Let these guys really build up. We'd be asking for an infinite war, but it would be brilliant. Horse collar, double bit axe, Tempires. Starting to seed farms now with over 1,000 food on them. He's not going to run out of wood anytime this game. You will need a lot of farms if he wants to get food going, but really it's going to be about the Chuko Nu for our red player. His gold collectors starting to gather a lot faster as well. This is actually crazy. And here we go. Our blue player starting to make elite longbowmen now on this right-hand side. And those longbows are being created nearly instantly as well. Obviously, conscription, as I say, will stack as also. On the right side, the Mameluke, very few upgrades from Mungo. Bilal, a few upgrades, but not too many out here either on his pikes. And I think the longbow are going to come in, just clean everything up. 6 plus 18 range for Ready Rodion. And I do wonder, although they have a maximum line of sight, if they've got vision from another unit, can they actually attack from this far away? You can see that his arrows are missing many of the shots. I don't know if he's... Yeah, he kind of attacked that Hussar there and missed everything. But the Hussar will run into the castle and go down very quickly as well. Man, oh to be the Brits. Oh to be the Brits. Castle wars happening out on this left side. Look at how far away those longbows can attack from. Look at that arc of arrows. They're going so high. Oh my goodness, look at this. These arrows all the way up here. It's kind of bugged out. It's kind of like they've stopped midair. Look at this. They're going, whoa, all the way over there. The castle's going down. Going down to... Who needs trebuchet when you have longbow? That's the question right now. That's what people came here to see. And I think this Britain versus Chinese war is going to be exciting on this left side. Tempire is a little behind in the upgrades right now. Well, these longbow can just be stationed around the map and just do damage from miles out. Good stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, J-Red playing the way he is not going to allow us to see the obsidian arrows from the Mayans. He's basically out of the game right now. His villagers have been all but killed off. There's a couple left. One here waiting conversion. And the rest slowly being taken out by these knights. 310 health. They will eventually die. It's only a matter of time. But right now, Chuko Nu versus longbows. The longbows with a little extra range, though. They're actually picking up the Chuko Nu all the way over here. Oh my goodness. J-Red's out of it anyway. I don't think he really tried. And oh my god, look at this. Arrows flying through the air. These longbow, though, they do have the extra range. I don't know how much that's actually helping, but they've also got the extra damage. Not that that matters too much either. The Chuko Nu all but being one-shot right now. Man, there's so many arrows from a red player. I love it. And obviously, his attack damage is going to scale much further than the Britons, as he's going to be able to start upgrading rocketry at the same time as he gets fletching as well. I almost feel like multiple blacksmiths could be the answer right now. I hear Ready Rodion doing elite longbowman upgrades by the second. The Chuko Nu. Oh my god, it's brilliant. But it feels like there is a maximum range on these guys. The more they upgrade the range, it doesn't seem like it's affecting that too much. Oh, man. Oh, man. We need something to get in there and disrupt that. We need something tanky, like Eagle Warriors or something with like lots of pierce armor. I don't know. We've got Byzantines building up right now. Uber Russian, seeing last game, trying to take a leaf out of Papazuki's book. But at the moment, he's not really got that many cataphracts out or many upgrades yet. But yeah, something tanky to get in here. A lot of health, a lot of armor would really disrupt these units. The longbow and Chuko Nu fight, though, is going to be quite amusing. I feel bad for Yellow. You shouldn't feel bad for Yellow. Yellow's absolutely fine. I feel like you should feel bad for yourself because you're now out of the game. And you didn't even get to make a single obsidian arrow upgrade. I feel like that's a huge, huge disappointment, J-Red. Let yourself down there. I wanted to see you run around with some arbalest and just one-shot buildings. But we're not going to get to see that this game. But maybe next game. Oh my goodness. Look at how quick these villagers are going. They're so fast. They're so fast. Usain Bolt villagers right now. Running across the map all over the place. Oh, that's a good point, actually. There is no obsidian arrows. Because we're on the original dataset. I keep forgetting that. Okay, well, never mind. I wanted to see El Dorado then. I wanted to see your Eagle Warriors running in with like 4,000 health to take out these Chuko Nu and these longbows. But it really is a huge arms race right now between Tempires and Ready Rodion. We're looking at 26 range versus 25 range, 33 attack versus 28 attack. And at some point, it doesn't make sense to get more attack if you're not getting the armor, because you're going to be one-shotting your enemy anyway. At this point, the Chuko Nu does more damage than the Longbowman has health, but the Longbowman only has 3 armor. So at some point, you've got to switch into doing defense upgrades as well in order to counteract the damage. Is this infinite tech? No, this is more than infinite tech. No, it's 256 times tech. Mangadai over here, 100 health, 10 attack, 15 armor, versus the Mameluke with 280 attack damage. Well, we know who's going to win that one. Mameluke should be able to come in here and clean things up quite nicely. And I think these Mameluke are going to fare quite well against the longbows as well, to be honest. They are moving pretty quickly at the moment. They're just lacking upgrades. But I think we're saying that about everyone, though. Battle of Africa is not just yet. Battle of Africa is in an hour, guys. 14 GMT. It is currently 13 GMT. So Battle of Africa will be in an hour. And we've got LOS versus SY, which is going to be exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm going to be casting with Smarthy, which is going to be awesome. But yeah, right now, Orange is just working up his Cataphracts numbers. Red and Blue have kind of got a little bit of a peace treaty going on. Has 32 fletchings, lacking upgrades, he says. Well, I mean, to be honest, 32 upgrades in the grand scheme of things is nothing. 32 out of 256 times 3 is nothing. Etan really wants peace, but these Chuko Nu have other ideas. Is that castle firing at these? I don't even know what's what anymore. I just see arrows flying through the air. They're everywhere. And they're on fire as well. But Etan just wants a bit of space right now to build up. He doesn't deserve this. Look at this villager. Poor villager. What has she done to deserve this? Tempires, please. Looks like the longbows, though, on the right side. Say goodbye to your siege onager there. Oh, man. Could you imagine? Could you imagine the siege from the Teutons with their armor upgrades? That would be huge. Yeah, Byzantines not having bloodlines is really going to hurt them, actually. I feel like the Saracens should be really good here, but right now, Teal just doesn't have enough units. I don't know if Ready Rodion has enough wood, actually. He's only got 87,000 at the moment. He's lacking food, though. Mongols with 256 drills. That sounds pretty fast and furious to me. But it doesn't look like our Mongol player will be getting there. His eco is pretty small right now. Oh, I've never seen villagers that fast in my life. This is something that I do like about the HD edition. This unit speed can scale. They unlocked how fast units can move. So yeah, they can actually run that quick. And they're only going to get faster as well. Look at this! But yeah, the longbows are doing more than enough right now to take down pretty much everything. Meanwhile, the Cataphracts are grouping up on the north. I feel so bad for Yellow. Yellow does not deserve this treatment. His Cavalier with 340 attack damage are coming in. Oh gosh, look at this. The arrows are missing everything. And then as soon as the Cavalier get close, they get shredded, of course. Poor Etan, man. I feel so bad for this guy. He's got 3 universities to try and get the defense upgrades on his... These universities have 14,000 health. 15,000, 17,000 health on the stables. Oh, the Ferrari villagers from Tempires still chopping away over here. 100 wood. They take a single tree, just carry it on their back to the towns, to the lumber. Villagers with a oh wow, there's no stopping that. Oh wow. Oh, I'm getting a bit lightheaded here. But Tempires, as much as he might like to take down these stables with 25,000 HP and counting, they're not going down that quickly, are they? At some point, Etan will end up with infinite HP on his buildings. If only he could get more HP on his villagers and more military units out. Unfortunately, he just cannot at this stage. Oh my gosh, these villagers are insane. At some point, there doesn't make any... It's no sense in getting... wheelbarrow again, because the villagers will just chop the trees in one swoop anyway. It's essentially like having Aegis on. It's you know what though? It's even better than Aegis, because when you have Aegis, it's still limited by wheelbarrow and handcart. But here, this is like Aegis Extreme. Oh, it's crazy. Oh, man, the longbows. Unstoppable over here on this right side. Ready Rodion is closing in on Mungo. Don't worry, man. DW man, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the nightclub, dude. Thank you for using that Twitch Prime to subscribe for free. Much appreciated. And, oh my goodness, ready Rodion. Nothing can stop him and his Ferrari villagers. Look how far they're going. Why does everything I build instantly get destroyed? Has Etan gone too far? Has he got masonry too many times? I don't know, Etan. Things are starting to get pretty unstable over here. In this world that we find ourselves in. Oh man, the Chuko knew as well. I mean, oh my god, look at this. The stable has so much health that it can no longer have a health bar. Etan, I want to see him build something. Etan, please build something. I need to see this. Where is he trying to build things? It's apparently, I think he's researched masonry one too many times, that when he tries to build, his buildings have too much health, so that they just immediately get destroyed. So watch out for that one. Don't do masonry too much. Could backfire. Where's he trying to build stuff though? I want to see him try and build something so I can see this in that. Look how Those villagers just like, hello. Oh my god, look how fast they are. Please build something, Etan. I need to see this. He doesn't have much wood. There you go. He's building a house. And the house, once it's built, it's... The house is okay, but the town center doesn't work. The dock doesn't work. It has too much health. Too much health. The barracks? Too much health. Not possible. I think the reason is because... Yeah, actually, I don't know why that happens, but it happens. So Etan screwed himself here. Orange come down with some cataphract, but... Wait, hold on. Where did all of... Okay, no, blue still has got his... his longbows. 54 attack damage, just death from above. TC gone. Oh, it's actually kind of crazy. Etan, the reason you can't build things, dude, is because you researched masonry too many times. You overflowed the value of the health of a building, which has kind of bugged things out. Yes, these longbows, death from above, death from afar, they do so much damage. Who needs obsidian arrows anyway when you can have this? Oh, Cataphract have been running in doing some damage, but Orange does not have enough upgrades. He's only got pathetic 13 pierce armor. It's just not enough. Not against the 57 bonus attack damage from these longbows. Orange needs to work on that, but he's got 21,000 gold, but no food. Yeah, food is genuinely a problem on this map. You need a ton of farms. Oh, look at this. Siege rams, you say? Well, like I say, siege rams are not going to last very long eventually. Once these guys eventually have more attack damage than the armor of a siege ram. If you look, his stables have minus 20,000 HP when he starts to build them. Yeah, that's the problem. I think it's because the health of a building scales with the max health of the building. Yeah, it's kind of oh, there's some arrows. I don't know where they're coming from, but they are up. It's these longbows over here. They seem to have range. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, they're firing so far. If he can see it, he can shoot it, basically. So these longbows back here can shoot these villagers over here. But they do seem to be missing. And maybe they need to be manually attacked as well. Now that's a longbow. Yeah, outposts in combination with the longbows would be pretty brutal. Obviously, whoa, hold on. Belal's villagers have suddenly slowed down. Were they ever fast? Did he not upgrade his wood technology enough? I mean, they're really quick at running, but they're not very fast at chopping. Tempires, meanwhile, is still just doing one tree. Oh, there you go. Chico Nu taking out the Cataphract over here. The Cataphract's trample damage is pretty good, though. But it's still not good enough, because those Chico Nu are practically one-shotting the Cataphract right now anyway. And yeah, his villagers are going far and wide to cut these trees. And they're managing to do 125 wood per trip. So that's pretty good going right there. Oh man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Red started his attack versus blue now. Blue's gonna have to do something about that. So he's reinforcing his left side, letting this right side die. His castle can hold on for now versus the Mameluke. Since we're playing the base game, the castles get bonus damage versus Mameluke as well. Tempires thought he was shooting his castles. Well, I mean, to be honest, you can hardly blame him. His longbows are attacking everything from across the map. Look at these arrows right here. They're going so far. We even got some converted Cataphract right now. But Etan's basically out. I mean, he's kind of screwed himself here by doing masonry just one too many times. I mean, I don't know how many times too many times is, but we know that there is obviously an upper limit at some point. I want to know how many resources Green's villagers can hold. Bilal's kind of losing villagers from far away here. Some of these farmers have got 77 food. Oh my god! This farmer, she's carrying 470 food. Oh wow. No wonder these guys are struggling to get food in the bank. Their villagers aren't dropping it off because they're carrying so much. At some point, getting wheelbarrow is a disadvantage because your villagers are never going to drop the food off. If he force drops the food now, he'd immediately jump up like 10k. But yeah, oh wait, this one's got 540. And the farms have like... The farms probably have over 1,000 food on them as well. Yeah, so no wonder some of these guys have food shortages. Tempires has got, yeah, like the same problem, look. At this point, having mills does not increase efficiency, you know? Oh, wow. So, oh, there you go. The cataphracts are coming in. They're quite fast. Looks like the Chuko Nu will go down to the cataphract in the end. Because the cataphract's trample damage will always go through armor. So even if they do less damage, attack damage, than the Chuko Nu has health, the trample damage will always go through armor. So if they surround them, they'll still kill them. Look at these Chuko Nu going down now. Pretty quickly, actually. Uberushan able to surround them and take them out. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. But there's obviously plenty more where that came from. Skirmish is on the way over now as well. And, well, oh, wow. Those villagers just keep getting faster, man. Is there actually a limit to how fast they can go? Or will they just keep getting faster and faster infinitely? I've never seen a unit move so fast in the game. I thought there was a limit on speed. I thought the VDML unit, VMDL or whatever it is, was the fastest unit in the game. But these villagers are even faster. There's no doubt about that. This is fucked? You don't say. That was the idea, right? That was the idea. Uberushing, lacking a lot of upgrades, but he's still able to do the damage thanks to Logistica on these Cataphract. Oh god, I'm getting a bit warm now. I'm going to have to take the jacket off here. Bear with me while I take my jacket off and have a drink. This is getting too hot to handle, guys. No speed limit. There has to be some limit. There has to be some limit at some point. They can't keep getting faster forever. Otherwise, they might just start teleporting. I mean, maybe they will. Maybe they will teleport. There's no way that blue can hit these villagers unless they stand still. But they will die. As soon as they stand still, they'll die. The problem for green, well, I mean, he's got more than one problem. But these villagers are dying with, like, hundreds of food on them. Oh, we got heavy cavalry archers out for him as well. But, again, lacking a lot of upgrades here. He's going to get picked off. Although, with that said, I mean, hill bonuses are going to be huge. 25% advantage downhill, 25% disadvantage uphill? When you're dealing with like 100 attack damage, that's massive. Surprised he lasted there. Green's villagers just keep getting faster. Oh, it's brilliant. Where's Tempires now? What's he doing? Alright, he's holding on versus... Where did those arrows go? Oh. They're taking out the arrows. It's like they're firing so far. Look at this. They're firing like vertically. Look at this. Where are they going? Where are they going? This is insane. This is actually insane. They can literally fire across the map. All he needs is the vision. Our arrows will block out the sun. Indeed. A bandit. Indeed. These red ones are insane. Like, I think they have to be manually tasked to attack, though. That's the thing. 70 range now. Come on, Tempires. Give us a light show. Right here. Let's see these orange villages going down. We need some more outposts. If we look at Tempire's point of view, Like, his outposts only give him so much vision. So all this extra range is a maximum line of sight, but there's not a maximum range. So if he was to build a tower... Look at that castle going down. Jeez. If he was to build a tower over here, he would be able to kill these villagers from the middle of the map, I think. Oh my goodness. This is actually mad. Longbow's taking out these villagers. Our green player's not got much left now. He's trying to do what he can, but he's extremely outnumbered. And he's struggling to kill these longbows through all this armor as well. Meanwhile, his own units are practically getting one shot here. Although a lot of these guys are missing. And only firing back when attacked, but still. Oh, there's some cataphract again. They're so fast. And they can deal with this, like when they surround them. Now the cataphract will die pretty quickly because, you know, it's 82 attack damage versus the cataphract's 24 pierce armor. So a lot of that damage is going through. But like I say, the cataphract had the splash damage, which is so huge. You can't increase the health of your units, which is quite important. An important thing to remember. Oh man, we need more outposts on the map. I want to see Red drop an outpost in Teal's base and just start killing him from far away. Oh. Now this is HD edition gaming right here. Yeah, you're right, Zavitang. I'm surprised it's not crashed, to be honest. I'm quite impressed. I'm surprised the game can handle it. I've never seen villagers this fast before. But Etan's resigned. Poor Etan. I mean, I feel bad for the guy. He kind of got, you know, attacked early on. He got ganged up on there, and it wasn't very fair, to say the least. But somehow he's got everything visible. Did he do spies, or is it just because he's defeated? Or maybe it's just his outposts giving unlimited vision. I don't think that actually works, though. Uh-oh, cataphract again, killing off all these units. But Red's not scared. Red, I mean... If he backs himself into a corner or builds like a wall of gates, he can sit in the gates and kill the cataphract easily. Etan defeated himself. Yeah, probably did. But, man. Okay. That's a little better. Cataphract haven't got you surrounded. Yeah, I mean, the trample damage is really cutting away at the health pool of these units. But Red's pretty rich. He can make a lot more units where that came from, and these guys will hold on for now. Castle immediately going to go down. Looks like Orange is done. Without castles, he can't make cataphract. If you do cartography 3 times, you get to see the whole map. You get to see any... Is that true? I feel like that's a debate right there. I can't see how that's true, but maybe it is. Green hit. Losing some villas on the wood line. As soon as they stand still, they're a target. As soon as they run away, they're safe. Man, or maybe they're not safe. This villager got picked off from a mile away, and this one. Here we go. They're gonna die in a second. Here we go. Nope, the arrows keep missing. What is this? Oh my goodness. That's right, guys. That is Siege Onagers with 62 range. Turns out that that's a thing now. So Mungo, why don't they have extra attack? However, I mean, 75 damage is not that high when you think about it. These longbow have 118, and they're being attacked from, I don't know. I think they were being attacked from that tower there. But I'm guessing for whatever reason they don't get additional attack. Uh-oh. And there you go. That wasn't too bad. But unfortunately, yeah, they are getting sniped by a couple of skirms there. It's not really very viable. I think it would work if you could somehow get some vision and attack from really far away, but that's pretty hard to do, as Ready Rodion has the outposts over here. I mean, look at his villagers. They only have 145 health. I mean, what is that? It's pathetic. Oh! Oh, my... Death from above! Oh, no. Oh, he's taking out the castle over here. He doesn't even know he's taking out the castle. But the castle's somehow going down. Does he have vision of that? How does he see that? Is he attacking ground? Is that what he's doing? Is Mungo doing attack ground? Into the fog of war? Like, he can somehow see this. He must be using attack ground. That's amazing. But his units are getting picked off by these longbow back. Taking them out from all the way back here. They're just firing in. Oh, man. And down go the siege onagers. Our airstrikes are now a thing. Oh, that's amazing. Now we know that's a thing. We've got to do that. Siege onagers from attacking ground from across the map. You just got to do siege engineers as many times as you can. Oh, there's a big shot coming in. Oh! It actually hit, but it doesn't really matter because these Cavalier have 540 health. I don't know how they've managed that. They must have bloodlines, but oh wow, yeah. He is doing siege engineers a hell of a lot over here. The nice thing about siege engineers is that it's not too expensive. It's only food and wood. It's 500 food, 600 wood, which is like nothing in this game where, you know, food and wood is basically infinite. So that's now a thing. Attack ground from that's actually so cool. Man, I feel like I just want to turtle in the corner of the map and do siege engineers 256 times and just attack from halfway across the map. Yeah, it would be so good to zoom out. Look at these arrows though coming in from from nowhere. Where are they even landing? It's so hard to tell. They're firing from all the way back here. Here we go. Attack ground coming in again from Mungo. He's going in here, look. Wait, where is he going? Oh, he hit them. He actually hit them. He's getting them through the fog. He's actually killing them as well because he only has 51 melee armor. Keep in mind that how is he knowing where to attack ground? He must see the dead bodies. Mungo is a genius. Mungo is actually a genius. Here they go again into this group over here now. He sees these guys because he's being attacked. Oh, because they're attacking him. They reveal the line of sight because they're attacking him. And obviously 56 melee armor is not enough to tank this damage. That has to be one of the most satisfying onager shots I've ever seen in my life. Look at this. They're coming in. Where are they coming in from? All the way over here. And they're hitting the shots. They're nailing him. They're actually nailing him. Oh, wow. I want to see the Ethiopians. Oh my god. Please, Gafflo, if you're out there, please enable the expansions. I need to see torsion engine onagers with 256 torsion engines. That's like... That would be the most insane thing in the game. From like, with... Please do that, Gafflo. Please. I beg you. It's essentially a nuke. You would do like siege engineers 100 times, torsion engines 100 times, and you would basically sit in the corner of the map and attack ground and just nuke everything. Obviously, you would only do 75 damage though. Or, well, maybe not 75. You would actually do 76, since you can't upgrade the attack damage. But that would be so good. Command double crossbow? 257 bolts. Why not? Oh, gosh, that would be so good. You'll try later. Okay, well, please try that for later. That would just make my day. Look at these arrows coming in. Where are they coming from? Who knows? Bilal has resigned, though. Our green player is out right now. He's done. These guys are firing from back here. Probably at these guys over here. At this point, when they fire their arrows, they're basically going vertical. They go off our screens And then die. Oh, man. Teal, Mungo, I wish you had relics, dude. I wish you had more gold. Because then you would be able to make so many more onagers. You'd be able to do more siege engineers. But yeah, right now it's gonna have to turn into a battle between the Brits and the Chinese. We saw that one coming, I guess. Oh. No, I mean vertical, Smarthy. These are the shadows. When they fire the arrows, they go up. So these ones, when we see them fire, they'll essentially fire the arrow upward. Because it still has to go in a parabolic arc. But because they're so far away, the parabolic arc gets more vertical at the start. The shadows go horizontally, though, obviously. Yeah. Like, look at them. They are going vertical. Look, they're really fast. They're going up like this, and then the shadows are going across. The arrows are literally blocking out the sun, and then they land. Look, they're landing vertically down on the other end of the arc, and they're picking them off. They are picking them off. I don't know if you can do that, Smiley. I don't know if that actually works. Short parabolas exist too. They do. You're right. But obviously, in this case, they're long parabolas. We like them long. Man, I feel like a lot of these arrows are not even hitting somehow. Oh, look, here we go. Where are these ones coming from? These guys over here, what are they shooting at even? Oh, they're shooting at these ranges. That makes sense. Take out your enemy's ranges. Did the arrows count as ICBMs yet? I think they probably do. Oh, we've got the onagers back out. Where are they going now? What are they going for? What are they doing? Oh, here we go. Some more satisfying shots, I hope, from Mungo. Yes, that's true, actually. The lack of thumb ring on these longbow does make them more inaccurate, which is quite a disadvantage on these long-range fights. They should be able to hit standing targets quite comfortably, though. Obviously, at this range, ballistics isn't going to do anything. If your target moves, it will still miss, even with ballistics. But a lot of these armies are kind of standing still. What I think we need now is we need cavalry. I think that would really seal the deal. If our blue player can get some cavalier out and just send them into these arbalest, I think that would work quite nicely. He does obviously need upgrades still. The siege onage is now doing 1 damage to the Briton archers. Oh, snap. They've got 75 armor. And the onagers will just be crushed. He's trying. I want to see them hit, though. I want to see them actually land onto the longbows. He's just trying to hit through the fog of war right now. Mungo needs to attack these guys back here, perhaps. But yeah, I want to see them actually hitting and doing 1 damage. I feel like that's a thing. There you go. There we go. There we go. No, here. Nope. Come on, they're coming in. They're coming in. They're coming in. They're missing. They keep missing. Come on, dude. You can do it. Nah. Not seeing it. 27. Still 27. Come on. One of these is going to hit, surely. Maybe back here now? Oh, there we go. It seems like he's still killing some back here. And... oh, no. Oh, no. He is still doing damage, actually. So I don't know how he's doing this. But apparently, the siege onager still does damage through the armor. Oh, there go the light cav. Oh, let's rename them to lightning cav, I think. Forget light cav. Oh my god, they're so fast. So how are the siege onagers damaging these longbows then? That's what I want to know. Because they're still killing them in 1 shot. So the armor must not be working somehow. Lightning cav to the rescue though for Ready Rodian. Say goodbye to your eco there, Mungo. You might have 145 health on your farmers. These light cavalry, however, do not have any attack upgrades right now, so maybe he should consider doing that. As, yeah. Can't upgrade onager health. You can if you're the Teutons. Is this 9 times mod? 9 times. 9 times. Get out of here. This is 256 times mod. Oh, baby. I've never seen light cav so fast. They're practically teleporting right now. They kill. They teleport. They attack. Ah, yeah. Maybe chemistry is actually affecting them, but not showing up. These guys actually... Look behind you, kid. Teleports behind you. Mungo's attack bells will not stop sounding right now, as these guys are literally just teleporting. Oh my goodness. Okay, I can't listen to this anymore. I'm gonna go on Etan's point of view because he's not being attacked so much. Oh, I'm sure Ready Rodion has nothing personal against these guys. He's getting his attack upgrades. He went from +0 to +12. He must have like 10 blacksmiths, all doing forging. Look how much food this guy has. He could do forging for weeks here. That's so crazy. This is so mad. Like, this is like Aegis Extreme with the Vils. Oh, it's kind of creepy. Like, they are literally teleporting behind the villagers and killing them. It's rough. It's real rough. And I think Ready Rodion might just grab himself a win here at this rate. He's looking pretty darn good right now. And look at this. Look how slow Tempire's light cavalry are. Like, by comparison, they're so slow. Look at them. I've never seen anything so slow in my life. I swear I just saw a light cavalry teleport over here. They're coming out of nowhere. Dude, they're actually coming out. Look at them go. Look at them go. Oh. This is why we have these community games. This is what it's all about right now. I want to see what other crazy interactions we can get. Like, look at this castle here, going down from all the way over here from Tempires. These guys aren't even close to maxing out either. Like, they're not even close. Ready Rodion's building more blacksmiths just to get the attack upgrades even faster. He's already got 960 health on these guys, but they're still not even close to 256 times upgrades here. And the thing about the light cav is that because they're so fast, they can teleport behind the arbalest and kill them before they even get a chance to fight back. This is actually nutty. He still needs more forgings, though. He's getting defense upgrades right now, but I think the attack upgrades are probably more valuable, to be honest. Tempires is sitting duck in the middle of the map, but Tempires is quickly getting his upgrades as well. Those light cav went from being very slow to incredibly fast. Oof. Yeah, unit techs that come as a percentage upgrade are so much better, but there's not many that come as a percentage upgrade. Obviously, like the wood chopping upgrades and stuff, they are percentage upgrades, so they are really fast. But not many unit upgrades get percentage upgrades. Usually it's a fixed value. But yeah, you just imagine the monks, like kids these days, on their speed. Oh man, it's giving me a headache looking at this. It's just everything teleporting all over the place. Question is, who's getting ahead here? It's gotta be Ready Rodion. The upgrades are coming in so fast. And those light cav are looking unstoppable. I want to see this with the DLCs. I want to see the Ethiopian nukes. I want to see all these other crazy interactions as well. Tempire's lacking so many upgrades on his light cav right now. They're dying almost instantly to these castles. And although they're very fast, they don't have many defense upgrades or attack upgrades. Oh man, look at these longbows. They're so slow now. It's so crazy seeing how slow they are in comparison. Your eyes adjust to seeing everything going really quickly, and then suddenly it's like, nope, we slow now. Oh, the Arbalest have lined up. What are they attacking? They are attacking this castle. It's gone. There we go. Easily done. Don't mind me. I'm just going to finish my yogurt here. Oh man. Ready Rodion's light cab will actually kill all of these single-handedly over here. Man, I feel so bad for Etan this game. Not being able to build anything. Genuinely feel bad for him. But yeah, it looks like Ready Rodion should be able to win this. His light cav are upgrading so... Oh my goodness, did you see that? Oh, look at them! Look! Oh my god! They literally just appear out of nowhere. He set his gather point here and they're just like, boom, done. I can't handle it, guys. I actually can't handle it. He's doing bloodlines a few more times. they are. Oh my god. There you go. I can't hold it anymore. You know, the funny thing is, we haven't even got to tier 2 upgrades yet. They're still researching tier 1 upgrades. They haven't even done a single... How? How did... Can somebody explain this? Can we teleport these light cavalry out of this situation? Or is this a one-way thing? I think we're breaking the game here. I think things are starting to break. Wow. Yes, Marty. This game should end just in time for us to transition to Battle of Africa here. Oh, I'm having such a good time. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And after this game, we're going to do Battle of Africa, by the way, so don't go anywhere. We've got Battle of Africa coming up very soon. Some expert games before we continue this carnage afterwards. Oh my goodness. It looks like Tempires is slowly running out, though. Tempires has a lot of resources, but he doesn't have much population left. His units are being taken out very quickly by these light cav. And whatever economy he does have is being taken out as well, of course. Community games will be coming up again after the SY versus LOS match. So the SY versus LOS match will probably last a couple hours. So in a couple of hours' time, we'll continue with more community games. Look at these guys just teleporting. It's actually mental. I love it. The best thing I've seen all day. All week. Oh yeah, even. Oh, it's brilliant. It's so good. This is what you came to see, right? We should try a Forest Nothing game later with the siege and this mod. I think that would be brilliant. Yes, Smarty's going to be co-casting with me today for Battle of Africa. So we're going to have the Golden Grill herself casting with me. Me and Smarty have cast together before, actually, but I think it was on her channel, so you guys probably haven't seen that happen. Oh my goodness, what's happening here? There's arrows just landing down over in the corner of the map. But I don't know where they're coming from. Something tells me they're coming from very far away. Oh no, they seem to have stopped. Alright then. Maybe these guys here were firing. Wait, how did they suddenly just lose health? Man, you can't explain this. Tempire's doing as much Bloodlines as he can right now as well. He's working on completing Bloodlines as much as possible to get a bit of tankiness on his Light Cav. But I don't see any Light Cav from him. Where are they? They're all gone. His population is dropping right now. Oh, there they are. 1,300 health. Ready Rodion's got more though. He's close to 2,000 health on his Light Cav. When will the next learning video come out? That's probably going to be next week, Isoturi. Next week I'm actually going to Italy for a few days as well. Going to be going for Empires Apart to Milan. To play a little tournament in Empires Apart. I think Tato's going to be there as well, which is going to be quite nice. I'll get to see Tato again. But, yeah, I'll try and get the next learning video out next week. Upgrade-wise, though, obviously Tempires is way behind. Ready Rodion should be winning that. And I'd say that was basically GG right now. Ready Rodion... over 100 population more. A lot more eco, able to send his Light Cav across the map just in an instant. More upgrades for him as well. More upgrades coming in faster for him also. He should be winning these fights. He just needs to get his attack upgrades now, and he'll start tearing through these Light Cavalry. And he is doing that right now as well. So these Light Cav from Tempire is going to start dying pretty quick. Maybe. I mean, this is maybe the longest fight we've seen in a while. The 1,400 health of these Light Cavs certainly helping Tempire's situation. Yeah, you're right, Morgoy. They only get Bloodlines 255 times to make it fair instead of 256. Pretty quick is a relative term. It's relative. It's quick by today's standards. He does need to keep making forging, though. If he stops getting forging, then he's going to start losing the fight over here. But I think we should crown Ready Rodion the victor. 6 minutes until Battle of Africa starts, of course. So you guys want to stay tuned for that. Let me just quickly check something out here. Looks like we're all good in the hood. So yeah, Ready Rodion should be able to take the win right now. He's got the numbers. He's pop capped. Tempires is at 96 and dropping. He's getting out-teched as well. He's out of food, which is a big problem. And that means that Ready Rodion will be able to take the win. He's tearing down the stables. He's taken out all of the Light Cav now as well. And the reinforcements are coming in a matter of seconds. His farmers, by the way, Ready Rodion's farmers carrying over 500 food each. Some of these guys have been farming for centuries. And eventually they will drop off their long hoarded food. But he certainly has a lot more food in the bank. And a lot more to come in as well. So Tempires will end up getting taken out. And to those of you just joining us, this is the 256 times mod. Every technology can be researched 256 times. It results in instantly teleporting Light Cavalry with 2,400 health and plus 57 attack, and we aren't even a quarter of the way through the upgrades of the tier 1 upgrades yet. That's also why his villagers have so much food, 500 food on this village, because he's done wheelbarrows so many times. It's kind of hurting him now. If he runs out of food, that is. He needs to force drop. So, Ready Rodion is going to be our victor. He is being raided a little bit, but I think he's got the advantage now. More than enough advantage. And Tempires is calling the GG. But what a great game that was. I really hope that Gafflo is able... Oh, he has! Yes, Gafflo, I love you. Gafflo, you are a legend. Can we please get some love hearts in the chat for Gafflo right now? Because Gafflo has successfully ported the mod to the expansions. So later on today, we are going to be able to play the 256 times mod with the expansions as well. So that means Ethiopian's torsion engines, 256 tile range on those siege onagers, death from above, nuclear tactical strikes from anywhere on the map. Not only that, but I mean, there's a lot more than that. We'll have to see which sims we get later on. But yes, GG. Mungo's going to resign as well. I mean, he's got nothing left anyway, so he should resign. And Ready Rodion's going to get his victory. Let's check the stats real quick. Nothing too crazy on the stats. 1,200 units killed, 800 losses, which is basically the same stats as we had in the last game with the 3 times tech mod. But a lot more buildings raised. 588 building kills. Economy stats, that's 186,000 food, 263,000 wood, 78,000 gold, 42,000 of which coming from the 22 relics that Ready Rodion had collected. Obviously having those Britain longbows allowing him to snipe off the enemy monasteries as well, which was pretty smart. And all in all, 761 research count. Not even close. Ready Rod, you may have won the game, but you weren't even close to hitting the 256 tech mod cap. I don't know how many techs there are in the game, but 256 times each tech is the maximum amount of techs, so you were massively short there. A little disappointed in you, to be honest, but there's the tech tree, guys. I'm kidding, obviously. That was pretty intense. That was amazing. At a certain point, once your light cavalry are able to teleport across the map, I don't think there's any need to get husbandry for the 70th time, you know? All right. Anyway, guys, it's Battle of Africa time. It's time for me to fix the hell out of this overlay.